Welcome everyone to episode 519 of the Daily Mother Swole. Or 18. Who fucking cares?
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
I'm just gonna stand here all day and eat pizza. Cause that's what most of you are saying, because you're fat and you're lazy. Yeah, rage day. Welcome to episode 500 and something, 18, 19, don't know, of the Daily Swole, every day live at 12 noon Eastern Time, sweet. Catch them on YouTube, sweet. And listen to the podcast on SoundCloud and iTunes, super fucking sweet. And remember, right now, take a screenshot of the Daily Swole. Take a screenshot of me eating pizza, and then upload it into your Instagram story and tag me at Swolenormous. Remember, not your feed. It's not an Instagram picture. It's in your story. The vertical videos at the top with the circle, and you will get a shout out from Papa fucking Swolio. Don't you want a shout out? You want me to slide into your DM? Knowledge fisting right to your Instagram inbox? I know you do. So right now, you ready? Pizza face, take a screenshot, and then tag me at Swolenormous in your Instagram story. Here we go. Wait. There we go. Now we can start the show. Sweet. I'm glad you enjoy. Still getting pizza. So what up, fat asses? What up, lazy bitches, busters, hustlers, and hoes? It's one of those days. It's no fucks Friday. It is I want to be lazy Friday. It is I want to eat pizza Friday. It is I deserve to relax and to kick back Friday. Can you imagine a world? Can you imagine a world where people deserved time off for work they haven't done? If you went to your boss, if you have a job, if you work for someone, and you went to your boss and say, "Hey boss, bro, I want to take a vacation. Did you get all your work done?" "Nah, didn't do shit. Haven't gotten nothing done. I want to take a couple days off." Yeah, you know what? You're fired. That's what you would get. So what we're going to do now, and what we're going to do for this weekend, is we are going to think of our bodies as jobs. We're going to think of our bodies as jobs. We being you, because Papa Swolio already thinks of his body as a job. It's a fucking career. It's lifelong. You're going to think of your body as a job. You are going to look at your workouts like a job. You're going to look at your food like a job. And you are going to execute on those things like a job. As if you didn't, you would not get money. You need to treat your body like a job. Now, there is going to be pushback, I hope. Try to push back on that. You will find pushback in the fitness community, in what I'm going to call the lazy coddling. Let me put my arm around you because you're so sad with your current situation, and oh my God, no one likes you. You're so embarrassed to go to the gym. Oh, you're overweight. The coddling community. There are people that are making money hand over fist over penis because they prescribe moderation and laziness and hugs. Okay? Now, there's nothing wrong with hugs. But hugs for people that don't deserve hugs. There is a lot of fat appreciation in this world. Okay? A lot of fat appreciation. Let's get into this. Let's talk about this a little bit. Now, right off the bat, it's like, holy shit, this guy is going after fat people again. Yes, I am. I'm going to go right after fat people. With the clarification that I don't hate fat people. That's weird, right? How can I go so hard after fat people and still not have anything personally against them? First off, because I don't know them as people. And I don't care if you have a medical condition. Everyone's got their own issues. But if you have a medical condition and it's really a medical condition and you really can't do anything about it, then this message isn't for you. So don't get butthurt about it. So let's take this into account, right? There is a whole community, a whole slew of people out there that need to change their lives. To live longer, to be healthier. Now, if you're going to say that we're all one in a society, we're all one people, we have a collective intelligence, we have a collective, consciousness in this world. Well, okay, sure. And you might be saying, well, that's their life. That's the way they want to live. That's true. You have the choice. But it also comes out of all of our healthy people taxes. So that kind of does irk me a little bit, but it's all right. We might not notice it, but it's a huge strain on, if you're talking about economy, it's a massive strain on the economy, people that are lazy and fat and out of shape. But it's not only their fault, because you're being targeted by food companies and pharmaceutical companies that want you to be sick. Pharmaceutical companies will have no money if they can't give you medicine. If you don't need medicine, they go out of business and they make billions of dollars. So they want you to be sick. The food industry feeds you crap food. Why? Because you get sick, and then the pharmaceutical companies can give you medicine for your sickness. So to clarify, for anyone that's just watching, for anyone that's just coming in and this is all new, imagine a bunch of old white dudes in the government just somewhere just jerking each other off. A bunch of old white dudes jerking each other off. There might be a black dude in there. It's possible. But chances are it's a bunch of old white dudes just jerking each other off. That's pretty much the food and the drug industry. Just a lot of old white dudes, circle jerking. That being the case, we have the ability now to see the light for what it is, to see the day for what it is, to see the truth, to see the reality of the situation. And we have an amazing weapon, right? We have an amazing weapon that no one can stop. We have superpowers, okay? You know what our superpower is? Choice. Choice. You have choices. All right, Jacqueline, this is not Republican or Democrat. This is everyone. There's no such thing as left or right. That's all bullshit. That's all. Those of you, I'm not going to get into political debate, but just so you all know, the whole Republican-Democrat thing, that's smoke and mirrors to distract you. That's really been perpetuated to distract the public from the real fucking problems. Okay, that's bullshit. Everyone thinks that's the important stuff. It's not. That's not the important shit. That's the distraction. The system is a distraction for what's really going on. It doesn't matter. We've seen that most things don't matter. It doesn't really matter. Doesn't matter. Everyone pretty much that comes into office sucks. Some more than others. Case in point. But everyone you can have a problem with. Nothing's perfect, right? Yeah, old white dudes jerking each other off. So that is the food and the drug thing, right? But we have a powerful thing. It's called choices. We can make a choice. We can make a choice that is not dictated by a politician, that's not dictated by a drug company, that's not dictated by anything. We can make a choice that's not dictated by anyone every time we put food in our mouth. So I want you to think about that. Every time you put something into your mouth, and if it's a penis, that's fine, that's up to you. But every time you put some type of food into your mouth, you are voting, okay? Every time you eat food, you are casting a vote. You are casting a vote that says, I want to keep Nestle in control. I want to keep Keebler in control. They're probably all the same thing. Everyone is just voting. We only think about voting once every 4 years. No one votes for congressmen or women, or council people. No one gives a shit about that. No one pays attention to those votes. No one pays. It's like the presidential vote, and that's it for most Americans, right? So it's the vote. Every time you eat food, you're voting. You're voting for who you want to control the country. You're voting for who you want to control the world. You're voting for who you want to control your supermarkets. You're voting, because if they have more money, they have more control. If the little guys and the people that maybe are producing quality food don't have money, they go out of business. And that's the struggle. The big companies elbow the smaller ones out, and the big ones take over, and then pretty much, if it's a monopoly, you have to buy whatever they want you to buy. This is not conspiracy theory. This is just straight fact. This is how it works. And we try to block all the monopolies, right? We try to block all the monopolies. Yet, we let Amazon create their own monopoly. Apple and stuff create their monopoly. I mean, you think you have a choice just because there's Apple and Samsung? Oh, all the choices. All the fucking choices. There's so many choices. There's just 2 fucking choices. There's two choices. I'm not saying that they're bad. I mean, it's an amazing piece of technology. I'm not saying we need more than those choices, but think about it. Think about it. You have like 2 choices. You don't have a lot of choices. You have like 4 or 5 different phones. It's 2 fucking companies. And they're both holding hands behind the scenes. You think it's all like, secretive and they're fighting. Give me a break. They were both banking. Okay? And then that's it. Those are the things that we have. Yeah, Windows Phone. Fuck that. Fuck that. That was like a horrific abortion. Who uses a Windows Phone? I'm surprised those things still even exist. All right, so you have lack of choice with shopping. It's becoming more and more. Luckily, Amazon's awesome, but you're having less and less choices when you shop. Less and less choices when you do anything kind of like technology-wise. And you have the giants with food. You don't realize because you don't look at the labels. You don't look at the back. You don't look at who's producing and distributing. Most of the food companies that you buy from, you're like, oh, that's not Nestle. Chances are Nestle owns it. They own hundreds and hundreds and maybe even thousands of companies. These big conglomerates own all these smaller companies. And, because it's distribution. A lot of it's just having the trucks and having the networks and having the contracts that allow these big companies to buy up a smaller one and then just plug it into their system. So every time you're eating, this is what I want you to think. I want you to think of voting. Every time you eat, you're voting. You're voting to keep either the garbage in office or you're voting to, bring health back into the mainstream. And you're casting a vote. Every time you eat, every time you take a bite, if you're eating ice cream, you're voting for ice cream. No, but it's my cheat day. Fuck you and your cheat day. I mean, it doesn't change the fact that you paid for something and you are supporting. You're supporting that aspect of the economy. And when it comes back to fat people, there are 2 types. There are 2 types of things in this fitness community. We have those people that want to put their arm around you that will sell hugs. We got fitness people out there. I see it on Instagram. We got fitness people selling hugs. Oh, if you want to do that, it's okay. You have to enjoy your life. Life is beautiful. Life is this. And sure, it could be that too while you're still eating the foods that you're supposed to eat as a human being. But you have people selling hugs. You have people selling hugs like, come join my club. Come here. Let me give you a fucking hug. And then you have people that are trying to prey on that. And you have people that are saying, I can help you lose weight quickly. I can help change your life. Take this pill. Take this supplement. And then you have fucking Papa Swolio that doesn't give a shit about any of that. I find myself being the third wheel, which is fine because it's the most round wheel. It's the wheel that's made the most sturdy that's not going to fucking break. I don't want to sell hugs. You get too many fucking hugs in this country. You get too many medals for third place. I don't want to sell you supplements because until I create one that I'm 100% behind, I'm not going to be promoting someone else's fucking crap. I want to slap you upside the face. I want to kick you in the taint. I want to flick your ball sack. And I want to, what should I say? Paddle the puss? I don't know what I want to do. But I want to wake you the fuck up. I want to wake you up. Okay? It's time to wake the fuck up and realize that if you're fat, it's because of you. Especially if you stay fat. Especially if you're not making change. Oh, I'm addicted to food. Well, you can get unaddicted. Stop eating it. Right? Sew your mouth shut and stop eating the bad food. But it's in the house and I have the cravings late at night. Then don't bring it in the house and go to sleep. Too much coddling. Too many politically correct diseases that we're creating. All these addictions. Like, it's just like cocaine. It's just like alcohol. It's just like heroin. We're just addicted to food and sugar. Okay. All right. Fucking cold turkey and stop it. It doesn't matter. Like, you can name it whatever you want. You can give it any kind of disease. You can have any kind of program. You can have any kind of support group that you want. It doesn't change the fact that you gotta close your mouth and stop eating bad food and start moving your ass. That's it. That's my point. It doesn't matter what the reason is. It doesn't matter what you want to call it. It doesn't matter what you want to title it. It doesn't matter what kind of medication you want to name after it. It doesn't matter what you want to do. It doesn't matter anything. The fact remains, you have to stop eating those foods that are bad for you, and you have to start eating the foods that are good for you. It's not easy, it's simple, and you have to stop complaining about it and realize that nothing's going to change. That if you're fat, you have a choice. No, I don't have a choice, my whole family's fat. That doesn't mean that you're gonna be fat. No fucking fat gene. Where's the fat gene, people? Where's the fat gene? If you were fat since you were 8 years old, chances are because you're eating Fruit Loops since you were 4. There's a lot of misconception about what makes people fat. And more often than not, it's because you eat too much. And you eat too much crap. And you're poisoning your body. And you are blowing up your intestines. And your body is having severe immune reactions. And you're giving yourself nasty allergies. Listen, people. There are a lot of people out there that have serious problems. That might not have a thyroid and all this stuff, and I get it. Okay, this is not for you. It's not like, oh, but I can't do anything about it. How could you say that about people? Shut up. Go watch something else. You're obviously in the wrong place. There is so much evidence that proves that the food that you eat is directly responsible to your health and to your outcome and to how much you weigh. If you eat the right shit, you don't have to count shit. Stop weighing your fucking food. Stop weighing your fucking food and start looking at the food that you're actually trying to eat. If you're trying to measure out 100 calories of cookies, you've lost. If you're trying to figure out when you can have a cheat day that's going to work in your system, you've lost. If you are trying to start a diet and figure out when you can have your bad food or when it's best to have that Milky Way bar that you love, you've lost. You're missing the entire point. The entire point. Does that mean you can never have fun? Why does fun have to be food? Why do you have to eat garbage to enjoy yourself? And no, it doesn't mean you can never have a beer again. It doesn't mean you can never have a piece of chocolate or candy again. But don't act like you deserve it just because you're like, I'm going to eat healthier. You have to change a lot of damage before you can earn the right for your body. Earn the right, not for me, like earn the right. Who's he to say I earned the right? It's my life. You owe it to your body. A little fucking respect, a little respect for your body that you're so lucky to have. You have arms and legs and you're in a country where you have access to food. You need to respect your body. You owe it to your body to not pollute it anymore. You owe it to your body to not be a piece of shit. I think that's the thing. You respect other people, you respect your parents, you respect your boss, your teachers, whatever. You got to respect yourself and stop being a fat ass for your body's sake because you're literally killing yourself. You're literally killing yourself. And that's it. You're killing yourself. And if you don't respect yourself, then there's no need to be alive. Right? There are a lot of people that die needlessly that would gladly switch places with you since you don't respect yourself. That's it. No respect, no love, you shouldn't be here. I think that's harsh. I also think that's true. And I think that's going to offend people because it's true. And everyone gets offended by the truth. The difference is you can't sue me. You can't sue old Papa Swolio because just change the channel. Just change the channel. If you could, I'm sure you would. He called me fat. He called me a naughty word. I want to take him to court. Fuck you and your whole family. Everyone you know, fuck them all. Stop eating bad food. That's simple. This is simple rage. I'm going off the rails here. You gotta stop being so butthurt. Gotta stop being so butthurt and realize that the truth is the truth, whether it hurts or not. That's right, John. The truth hurts. The truth hurts. It shouldn't hurt. It only hurts if you let it hurt. It only hurts if you look at it from that perspective. I'm not attacking you. I'm literally telling you the truth. If you can change, then change. If you are happy, if you're honestly happy the way you are and you're very overweight and you're unhealthy, bullshit. Stop lying to yourself and stop being passive and just being like, well, I'm fat and I'm overweight and that's just the way I am. Oh man, I can't lose weight. I've tried everything. Bullshit. Go play your violin for someone else. No one's listening. No one really cares. Okay? No one cares. Yes, Charlie, generation of snowflakes. Everyone is a snowflake. Everyone is so delicate. Everyone has such a sensitive fucking ego. You can't say any words, right? Sticks and stones will break your bones. But words, you're taught that when you're 3, yet everyone gets so offended by every fucking last thing. You're fat, you're not happy, admit that, and then guess what? You have that powerful superpower. Remember we talked about that at the beginning? The superpower is you have a choice. That's it. That's it. It's not an insult. It's not an insult because you have a choice to change it. If you want to stay that way, then why can't I insult you? Why couldn't I insult you? Why can't I say the truth? If you're fat, why can't I call you fat? Why do we get so offended with that? Why can't I call you fat if you made that decision? If you've made that decision and you're happy with it, then I can call you that and you won't care. The problem is you do care. You've resigned and you feel like there's no other way out, and you give up and you don't respect yourself anymore. So it's not the fact that you don't care, it's the fact that you care so much, you're compartmentalizing it. You're pushing it aside and pretending that you don't, and you still get offended. That's why. If you get offended, it means you care. Oh snap. Oh snap. Papa Swole went in. Papa Swole went in on that shit. Sure enough did. Biatch. Sure enough did. If you get offended, it means you care. That's basic. That's basic offense. If you care, you get offended. If you don't care, I'll say whatever the fuck you want. You'll be like, I don't give a shit what they think. If you don't care what someone fucking thinks, like, fuck, call me fat. I am. I don't give a shit. Cool. All right, live your life. Rock on. We'll be friends. Let's go hang out. I don't care. I don't care. I don't look at people and be like, oh my God, they're so fat. Everyone's got their own story. I understand that. But so many people just really, I'm talking directly to people that you know who you are. You know who you are when you're just like in that rut and you just know, you care, but you pretend you don't. And what does that do inside? That just gnaws away and it makes you just fucking miserable and depressed because you're lying to yourself. And that's never fun. That's never fun. The brain doesn't like that. The brain doesn't like lies. The brain doesn't like pretending it's not, it doesn't work. So if you're lying to yourself, that's why you're upset. That's why you get upset with my videos if you're lying to yourself. If you are lying to yourself. You lie to yourself and then you get pissed off at yourself and you direct it at me because I am here. I'm not afraid to tell you the truth. You're fat, but you can change it. You can do things. You can cut out some basic foods and you'll lose weight right away. It's simple. Not easy, but it's simple. You just have to do it. So that's my fucking No Fucks Friday. There it is. Share this broadcast, but I'm sure you'd be afraid of offending people. So if you want to call people fat indirectly, just share this video because they could watch it and I'll do it for you. All right? Love you, fam. Peace out. Thanks for joining for this episode. I'll see you tomorrow. Remember, every day live at 12 noon Eastern time right here on Facebook. All the episodes on YouTube, and listen to the podcast on SoundCloud and iTunes. Right now, whether you're listening to the podcast or watching live, take a screenshot, home button and the on button, screenshot on your phone, and then upload it into your Instagram story and tag me at Swolenormous. Load a screenshot of the podcast or the live cast into your Instagram story with the tag at Swolenormous, and for a chance for a shout out in my story, but I'll hit you up in the DM. So love you guys. Peace, McGee's. Deuce, Magoose. I'll see y'all tomorrow for episode whatever the hell is after this. I forget if it's 518, 519. I started the show and I got amped up. Whatever episode this is, look at the number. I'm here tomorrow. It doesn't really matter. We're here every day. Every day, bro. It doesn't even matter. Later. See ya tomorrow. Peace.